Good morning, coffee lovers. What is going on? We've got a lot to do this morning. So we're going to be doing, we're going to initiate some iced coffee. And then also I'll be tasting and talking about Enderly Coffee Company Guatemala beans. So just to backtrack from yesterday, I talked about the State Street blend, and I showed you two different sized beans, and I was wrong. The one size was not a Robusta bean. They're actually both Arabica beans. It was a blend of Brazil and I think, let me look real quick. I think it was the Enderly Coffee Company. They reached out to me this morning and corrected me, but Brazil and Honduras. So the Brazil Arabica bean is smaller and rounder than the Honduras. So that's for the State Street blend. Let's see who we have. Amber, good morning. Rob and Terry, good morning. Whiskers and Whiskey, good morning. And Jacked Up Leatherworks, good morning. So, first thing that we're going to do is, before we get into the Guatemala beans, I'm going to start with the iced coffee. We're going to start the process. And I have this little container here, this glass container. This is the filter that the coffee is going to go into. We're going to add water to it, stir it, put it in the fridge, and forget about it until tomorrow. Kevin has his coffee. Nice. Don't be scared, Kevin. It'll be okay. You'll feel better once you drink it. I think you're drinking the healthy coffee, right? Healthy bean. All right. So we talked about cold brew a little bit last week, I believe, and Jacob was saying that he uses coarse ground coffee, and that is the recommended. I have used finer ground in the past. Basically, if it came to me in a bag like that, that's what I used. But we are going to use the coarse ground, which is the correct way to make a cold brew. So this is West Side Espresso. And tomorrow we'll be doing the tasting of this West Side Espresso. Not only cold brew, but we're also going to use a pour over and an espresso shot. Let's see. So he sat down, did the math, and 22, 23 years since your last cup. Oh man. I think we should just bring you on here and get the live reaction. I'm ready for my coffee, raw. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right, so let's fill this filter with the West Side Espresso coarse ground. And what I'm using here is 16 tablespoons. You're going to use more coffee in a cold brew than you would for any hot brew. So there's 16 tablespoons of coffee in there. And we're going to start to just wet the coffee with a couple of cups of water, similar to a bloom. And yeah, that's about 1 cup there. the water kind of filter through there. You can see it's already filtering through. A little muddy look. All right, so we're going to put the rest of the 40 ounces in here. Try not to overfill it as it's filtering through. And then once we're done, we're just going to kind of give it a stir at the bottom just to kind of stir up the grounds. Go all the way to the bottom there. Just make sure everything is wet, soaking through. All right, this little cap. That screws in. And then we are gonna put it into that fridge right over there. All right. So I'm gonna let that filter through for the next 24 hours. We'll pull it out tomorrow and give it a taste. So now let's get on to the pour over section. This is going to be the Guatemala coffee. What's up? What's up, True North? Dang, Mike's all fancy. I just use a cheesecloth and throw it in a pitcher and put it in the fridge. Hey, that works too. That works too. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I can't remember where I got that from. It's been, I've had it for quite a while. I don't make cold brew that often, but I do enjoy it. So, where am I? Okay, gotta wet the filter. Get the filter ready, get that cardboard taste out. What's everyone drinking this morning? I know Amber and Kevin are drinking Healthy Bean, which is pretty cool. And I hope you guys do take advantage of this 50% off of Enderly Coffee. Yesterday, that State Street blend was great. I loved it. But 50%, you can't beat that. All right, let's get the papery water out of the carafe here. And then here is the ground up Guatemala. And here are the beans. So these are a lighter in color, like a brownish chocolate type of bean. I don't know if that's going to focus. Arabica bean. get ready for the bloom. So with these pour overs, it kind of looks like, I don't know if I've showed this before, but it looks like it comes like this. So a square, when you open it up, you're just gonna take the one side of it. And then you're gonna have 3 sheets on this side. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. The side with the 3 sheets goes where you would pour it from. Not that you keep it in when you pour it, because as you've probably seen me do accidentally, it makes a mess. But that's how you get it ready. And of course, if you want to water it to kind of get that paper taste out, you can. I do that for my drip coffee pots too. I will wet the filter first. All right, let's see this bloom. So again, I'm using a 16-to-1 ratio, which is about 32 grams of coffee and 500 or almost 500 grams of water, 16 ounces. You first get that bloom going, get all the air out of there, and then you can commence with the water. Sugar, no, Kevin. That's probably why you don't like coffee, because you put stuff in it. Yeah, it's not healthy anymore. That's all right. If you like sugar in it, that's okay. I don't judge anyone at how they make their coffee. Everyone has their taste. Black Rifle and Fall Blend. Is it the Black Rifle Fall Blend? Yeah, and for good fact, I think Amber answered your question. Yeah, you go to their site and enter the email, and you get a 50% code for the first time. What's up, Romy? Yep, Black Rifle is good coffee. And boy, I'm way behind on the chat here. No sugar, no creamer. What's up, Phil? Hopefully the weather's better for you guys down there in Florida. Oh, Starbucks Fall Blend. Hey, I like Starbucks. I especially like Cafe Verona and their French roast. I have no problem with Starbucks. So yeah, let's see if that code is still active, or that offer, not the code, but let's look at the website again and just type in Enderly Coffee Company. It'll probably be the first one that pops up. And it didn't pop up. It might be because I didn't clear my cache. So freaking frack, let us know if it does pop up. There was like a little thing there that said 50% off if you sign up today. If it's not there though, there's still 40% off at the bottom of the page that you can still enter your email. You'll get a coupon for 40% off, which is still a hell of a deal. And remember, free shipping on all orders over $45. Atlantic Sunrise Blend from Coffee by Design, Portland, Maine. Cool. I have not heard that one. Jacob, anytime I put cream in coffee, I wake up with heartburn. Gonna need this coffee. Amber makes me paint the bedroom later. I go through phases with my coffee. Sometimes I like creamer, sometimes I like it black. It just depends. Yeah, I used to use sugar and milk. I've gone back and forth. I would drink it black all the time, and then there, it'd be years I'd go with milk and sugar, and then cream and sugar. But I haven't had anything in my coffee probably in 5 years. Just because I drink so much coffee and I don't like having that much additive. I maintain my heavy weight on its own without the help. So I love cold brew and iced coffee too. Mike, what is the thing that you're using for the cold brew? So this is, let's get off here for a moment. So this is the brand. It's called Primula, Primula. I think, if I remember correctly, it was like in a subscription service club I was in that sent you stuff. And I think that's where I got it, but I'm sure they sell these or something like this at Walmart or at like a kitchen supply store. Kitchen supply stores, they have a lot of cool coffee tools. I have to go to one just to get this type of filter for the pour over. All right, coffee's almost done brewing. Use heavy cream. Phil's eating some pancakes. Pancakes taste better with coffee, just saying. It's a piece of cake. Instead of paint the fence, you do raw. 40 years, nothing but black. Yep. All right, so let me show that. Let's get back to the webpage here real quick, just so that I can show you what we're drinking today. So the coffee is the Guatemala dark roast. And you can buy different sizes. I don't know why it keeps saying $15 up the top of it. It's something they need to probably fix with their webpage, because I doubt they're going to sell me 4-pound bag for $15. You could try it. Let's try it. Let's see, 4 pounds of whole bean. It does change it, so I just have to give it a minute. $60. So what does a 4 ounce cost? 4 ounces, $5. And then 12 ounces, $15. And sourced directly from the Livas family. Enderly was one of the first roasters to roast their coffee back in 2012. Very cool. So they tell you the farm that they're getting it from. And the notes, plum and baking chocolate. However, down here, oh, it says plum and baking chocolate. Is there another Guatemala? Let me check. Because I believe it says something different on my bag. There's a Guatemala. So, yeah, I believe this is the one I have. So, on the bag, it says chocolate and vanilla notes. And on the web page, it shows plum and baking chocolate. It's a wash bean. And they don't list the origins on their coffees, but this one is apparently Guatemala. So no surprise there. Finally enjoying coffee with no cream and sugar. Good for you, Romy. It's just so much better that way. Amazon, because all we have is Walmart. Yep. My favorite coffee I drank was from Coffee by Design. It was their blueberry. Gonna be a coffee savage running around half naked with the paint roller jacked up on caffeine. So, Kevin, how was the coffee? Did you drink it yet? Boston cream. Yep. Brewers Brew Coffee, or Brewers Brew Company. I like that. So yeah, Kevin, let us know what are your thoughts on the coffee? Let's see. True North Chris, you missed the part where I was making the cold brew. But tomorrow we'll be tasting the cold brew. All right, let's take a look at this Guatemala coffee. And well, we got a little bit of a light brown / amber look to this one. Light in color. I'm smelling all three. So I do smell the chocolate. I do smell some vanilla, and I do smell some plum. Give that a couple minutes to cool down. Grabbed some Lovebirds when we were in Portsmouth the other day. I love donuts. We do not have any good donut shops in Cheyenne. There is, there's one mom and pop store. They don't make good donuts. There's a chain, like kind of like a small chain. Daylight Donuts. We didn't really care for them too much. Not much of a selection either. There's an Air Force Base here with a Dunkin' Donuts on that I can't get on because I don't have a veteran military card. I just never got one. And yeah. However, so there's a Krispy Kreme 100 miles away. But there's one opening 40 miles away. So it'll be a little bit easier to get to. But that town, Fort Collins, Colorado, has a ton of good donut shops. But it's 40 miles away. Let's just wait and see how the bedroom paint goes first. Yeah. I won't lie, it's good, and I've been missing out. Yes, Kevin! That is awesome. I love it. I love it. And I think Healthy Bean was a good one to try first, because it's not like, you know, a huge flavor. It was a mild roast kind of. Yeah, Walmart or gas station. That's it. Yeah. Albert Donuts. Yeah, we off the sugar. You just started. Great mom and pop shops. We do have good cinnamon rolls in the area, though. There's a couple restaurants that make like huge cinnamon rolls that are pretty good. Yeah, they do sound really good. I would love a raspberry filled donut right now. Or just a white cream sugary donut. Power of the dark side now, Kevin. Kevin, you're gonna do great things. Like, your life is so much better now that you have coffee in it. Yeah, so this is definitely more flavorful than the State Street blend. As you remember, yesterday the State Street blend was dark chocolate, smoky, nutty roast, but very mild on the flavor side, but very delicious. This is the Guatemala with notes of chocolate and vanilla, and according to the website, also plum. Cool packaging. There's the state of North Carolina, Charlotte. And actually, my wife and my youngest son are on their way to North Carolina. They just spent the last 2 days in Nashville. They're leaving Nashville this morning. And I think they're going to stop in Charlotte and then continue on to Wilmington tomorrow. My son is going to UNC Wilmington. He'll be starting his graduate studies there and also working as an assistant professor. Yeah, the dark side. If I get too wild, Amber may ship me off to live with one of y'all. But hey, I can't paint your house. No. Daughter's on her way back from North Carolina. So I guess there's a lot of flooding and storms there this past week. Hopefully they don't have any trouble getting through. Kevin, I need help with my deck. I've been chipping paint for weeks now. All right, so back to the Guatemala coffee. Yeah, it's got like that sweet tart in there. I smell or I taste all three. It is more like a dark chocolate with some vanilla and some plum. I can definitely taste all three. Not bitter. It's just a little bit of sweetness. Not too sweet. That's another thing, Kevin. If you drink the right coffee, you don't need to add sugar because there's sweetness in it. Like I feel ya, Kyle from Beard Brewed and Tattooed would put on a great stream together. We actually used to. If you look at my live list, I think the first like 5 or 6 episodes was with Kyle. We both did. We were trying a different company like once a month, but the logistics of it was kind of getting hard, and I wanted to do more episodes like kind of more frequently. So it's kind of hard to rely on each other to pick the same coffee and try at the same time. So, but yeah, we do have a couple episodes in there, and we talk about. Well, we probably went through like 10 different companies. My brothers and I are doing our second New England clam bake tomorrow. Okay. I'm going to work on some content later decisions. Yeah. It takes time. It takes time to make that content. That's why I like doing these lives. It's so much easier than making a video and editing and stuff like that. Yeah. Check out my live section on my YouTube page, and you'll see. I think it was called Brewer and Brewed Talk Coffee or something like that. I can't remember. It was Brewer and Brewed. I could tell what ruined me on coffee. It was always dirt cheap gas station coffee in the 90s. Yeah, absolutely. I used to drink a lot of just basic store-bought brand, Folgers, Maxwell House coffee, a long time ago in the 90s. In the Army, there wasn't much of a selection of like all these different coffee shops and as compared to now. And it wasn't until I got out of the Army where I started kind of getting into different brands. Black Rifle is what helped me with that. When Black Rifle came out, and I've been a subscriber to Black Rifle since they started, I think, since they started the company. I like the subscription service better because it comes right from the company as opposed to like a Walmart shelf, which I'm sure is fine because they sell enough to kind of go through, keep the inventory going. But I just feel like, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I just feel like it's coming from the roast itself to my door instead of the middleman. Yeah, I hear you, Amber. Like when I do content, like when I make videos for Educated Beards or when I make content, I shoot a lot of videos over and over again. And I do like 100 pictures of poses. And then, yeah. So doing live is much easier because it's there. It's what you have. You'll see me in the background, Amber's video running around raw coffee. I keep getting asked if I'm going to put out more videos and keep telling everyone I'm not a content creator. I'm a leather slinger. If I have to make a video, cool. If I don't, oh well. Well, Jacob, I thought you were going to do some like lives on StreamYard or something like that. As do I, Mike. I really like good quality coffee. Yeah. Yep. Lobster. Carl's Sausage Kitchen. That sounds good. If I can get Kevin drinking coffee, then I have an excuse to buy more. Yeah. Yeah, just like the beard oil. You're going to have your own cabinet full of coffee. Amber, I want to see this fridge that you talk about too. Is it a fridge like that? Could you fill that with beard oil? I bet you're getting close. That is my beer fridge. Hey, what's up, Ray? Thanks for stopping in. I would do lives, don't have time to do video. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. It is hard to allot that time to make content. You got work to do. But the cool thing is like, Jacob, I imagine what your content is your job. I can't really do that for my job. And I really don't want to. Like, this is my outlet from my job. Now, if I were to become like a coffee roaster, I'd be on all the time. Maybe when I can retire from my current field, I would love to get into coffee. I'll post another pic of it and send you one. Okay. Yeah, you probably did. I probably did see it before, but I just don't remember it. I've been tricked into liking coffee so Amber could buy more. She's so sneaky. Yeah. Yeah. What coffee mugs do you collect? Not really. They take up way too much space. I have so many. I have more than I need. That's right, Ellie. Good morning to you. This is good coffee. Enderly is like top of my list. I'm really excited tomorrow. Yeah, a whole cabinet of coffee mugs. I could, easily collect coffee mugs. I collect enough things though. I got like hundreds of hats. I'm having trouble finding a place to store the coffee. I get so much of it. But yeah, Enderly, I'm really excited to try tomorrow. We're going to be drinking the West Side Espresso, but I'm going to be drinking the cold brew, pour over, and an espresso shot, tasting all three and comparing the differences. So with the cold brew, I believe the cold brew gives it like a naturally sweeter taste, less bitter, less acidity. And that's another thing. If you do have like reflux problems or if you feel like coffee's too acidy, cold brew is the way to go because it really lowers that acid level. You'll insult coffee roaster. You'll insult the coffee for being garbage. Yeah, that's a good one. Thanks, Romy. Thanks for stopping in. Time to coach some youngsters. Wow, that's quite a task there. But yeah, good coffee. Check them out. Enderly Coffee Company, North Carolina. If they don't have that 50% off promotion going on, they have a 40% right at the bottom of their webpage. You can just put your email in. They'll send you a code for your first purchase for 40% off. I'm not sure if they're still doing the 50%, but if they are, it'll just pop up on your screen the first time you go on their website. So But thanks to everyone for contributing to the chat, stopping in to talk about this coffee company. Tomorrow, like I said, cold brew, pour over, and espresso of Enderly West Side Espresso Company. Hope everyone has a great Saturday.